conversation.
I'm Chris with UNCW.
I'm Greg Groshko with CSUN.
I'm Bryson Lingenfelter with University of Nevada, Reno.
What was it like today?
I have to say the whole experience was amazing, especially meeting with other competitors from different schools, different parts of the country, and kind of get the cyber community together in one spot. I think that with everyone here, we kind of get a feel for like what backgrounds we have, what different skills we have as well. And I just like the atmosphere and like to meet new people like you guys. And I think this is a great experience for new people that are trying to get into this field to kind of get together in one spot and learn from each other, because that's mainly what we're here for, is to learn from each other. So
I've got to agree, the diversity is kind of a big deal. The diversity in the field.
yeah,
I mean, with cybersecurity, not everybody's just trying to defend. Not everybody's just trying to test networks. We've got to be able to handle a lot.
yeah.
But everybody's got their strong suits, and we get to see what it is here.
Yeah, it was really great for me meeting teams from other universities. I was also very proud of my team because we sort of threw things together last minute, came in sort of at the end of registration, and they did really well. So I was pretty stoked about that. And we had a lot of fun, which, considering how thrown together our team was really great.
Yeah, I think us as team captains, we're really proud of our teams for coming down
Absolutely.
here and getting this far.
Because I mean, I was just like, all right, guys, I've registered. I need people. Like, messaging people on Slack, like, okay, can you join me? Can you join me? We need more people.
It's the same way with us.
Yep, same
We
with
threw
us.
we threw the team together in a week.
Yep.
Yeah, same with us. It was like, okay, we need to grab last people at last minute, and yeah, it came together really well.
What is it like playing in front of an audience?
Oh boy.
Nerve-wracking?
I would say, yeah, I agree. Like, it's nerve-wracking and it's a little intimidating, but just getting the message out there that we're here and from our different backgrounds. Like, for me, I've only done this for a year. Didn't know anything from switches to firewalls, IP addresses. I knew none of that. And then a year from now, here we are, and yeah.
I like to think that it was reassuring for people watching that they are not the dumbest person around sometimes. So
Yeah.
I'm glad I was able to provide that for everyone.
Oh. With the stress that this added, I mean, it might not be the same kind of stress, but it really does a good job of simulating the stress that you're in whenever you have a breach.
Exactly. Yeah. It's almost like you're the security response team on site, and it's your job to figure out what the issue is and solve it. And this is a great training platform for us, I think. So.
And what would you like next year?
Access to project areas from between the qualifiers and the actual competition here.
Yeah, I would just definitely more practice time. We didn't use the time we had during the qualifier, I think, as much as we should have. So we were sort of even still coming in, still trying to figure out the platform. Literally within the first about minute or two of the competition, one of our teammates accidentally took a hint before we had even read the question. So I think definitely more practice would be great coming in.
Yeah, I agree with both of them. I think more practice would be the best for, especially for all the teams. Like if they had a longer training period, maybe, but in between when we first started to the 48 hours, and then that 48 hours be our test. And I think with more practice, we actually learned more from the experience, and actually getting those hints, you learn something from it. Right.
I think there is some value to being put on the spot with something you know absolutely nothing about on a timeline in front of a bunch of people.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Honestly, that's going to be everyday life once we're in the workforce.
Exactly.
Right? Yeah. Yep, I agree.
Are you going to stay in touch with each other? Do you think this is a way to...
I have to get these guys' numbers now. I actually grabbed someone's number, and I need to get your guys' number too.
Send me your emails. I'll invite you to our
probably.
Slack.
Yeah. And
if nothing else on LinkedIn,
Yeah.
because it lets us be able to help each other with finding jobs after we graduate.
Right.
Does it feel like a sport?
Oh yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
I don't know.
A
I
little bit.
mean,
This is Oh, sorry.
one of my things is I don't like having something like a sport as a frame of reference. I think that it's good for cyber to, and things like this are great, to embrace what's great about it rather than trying to just be like a sport. And I think having diversity of competitions, like online competitions as well as in-person competitions, is really important for that. So I like that there's a mix. I don't necessarily think that we should just be trying to be as much like a sport as we can.
Any recommendations for future missions you'd like to see?
I would have liked to do something offensive. I think that's what my team is better at. So anything that would make things easier for us and help us win, I think would be good for the platform.
We are a lot more defensive based, so we like the defensive missions, but we really want to push ourselves more towards the offense as well. So maybe a little bit more time on each of these missions,
Yeah.
just to allow us to fully go through everything without having to worry about the hints as much.
Yeah, there's definitely, when we were preparing for the competition, we were trying to think of a hint schedule, like at what point would we take each hint, and we very quickly found out at the rate we were going that it was just better to start taking them. So I think having more time would help prevent the sort of panic, okay, let's just try to get as much help as possible and figure things out. And actually, really miscellaneous thing on that note is I think counting down rather than having the timer that just goes forward. Because I know when there was only a few minutes left, we were just like, oh no, and trying to scramble in the thing we were working on. So.
Yeah, I agree. The hints with the offensive challenge that we did actually helped our team a little more because we never had a offensive background. It was always either CCDC, NCL, which is just cryptography, and we tried to do CBTC this year, but we couldn't get in due to scheduling. And I think the more we do the offensive training, and with our strong defensive background, I think now we can push ourselves more to do offensive, and this is where this really helps with that.
I would also like more internet connection so we can Google things. I think that Googling things is a really important part of everyone's workflow, and that is something that should be encouraged at all opportunities.
That's a reality.
It is.
Yeah, we like to take this opportunity to thank a little bit to Google and a little bit to Wikipedia and and YouTube a lot, and and I think it's a great learning platform just to use those resources.
It's a resource that we'll always have.
Yep.
Thank you.
Yep. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Rock stars. I love that you're just watching you with your uniforms on. You're
We look very official, don't we?
Yeah, we
I don't
do.
think I've ever looked more official in my life.
We should be spokespeople for Wicked6. Let's go.
we just did.
Yeah. Exactly. Right.
You look so cool.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.